Hello everyone, it's Sal here. A very warm welcome back to another perfume video. I hope you're doing well. So today we are talking all about delicious and amazing gourmand fragrances I have in my collection. If you are new to my channel, then a very warm welcome. I create new perfume videos every single Wednesday and Saturday, but sometimes more often if I have more time. So if that's something which interests you, then please don't forget to click the subscribe button below and activate the notification bell as well if you would like to be notified every time I post. So get yourself comfortable and grab yourself a drink and a snack, perhaps something sweet, and let's get started with today's video. I have so many gorgeous fragrances to share with you today, I don't even know where to start, to be quite honest. I think first up I'm gonna go for this one here because I think you'll find it quite an unexpected choice for this video theme. So first up today we have VIKTOR and ROLF FLOWERBOMB. Now I know what you're probably thinking. You might be thinking, you know, this isn't really a gourmand fragrance, but to me it actually is. So this fragrance to me smells like sugar-coated flower petals, or maybe some sort of sweet, milky, comforting tea drink. Some sort of latte or like a matcha tea, really frothy, milky, sweet latte, that kind of thing. With your flower petals, with your creamy florals. And it really just reminds me of some sort of sweet, milky tea with some flowers on the side covered in sugar. That's literally what this smells like to me, you guys. Maybe if you have FLOWERBOMB in your collection, you could give it a smell and let me know if you can see where I'm coming from, but there's definitely something slightly lactonic in here, and it's also very sweet, which just reminds me of like a sweet tea or a sweet matcha tea latte type thing. I think perhaps just because the florals in here are so creamy to me and they're so thick and voluptuous, that is what is giving me this sort of effect. But that's exactly what this fragrance reminds me of, you guys, and I absolutely love it. I think it's beautiful and it's definitely a lovely sweet, slightly creamy floral scent. So that is VIKTOR and ROLF FLOWERBOMB. Gold Couture. Now this fragrance is actually addictive to me, you guys. I honestly cannot get enough of this one. You've got your berry notes in there, you've got your vanilla, your caramel. Overall, it's just such a beautiful, flirty, such a fun, flirty, happy-go-lucky, carefree gourmand scent. It's not too heavy, it's really nice and sweet, but I don't find this sickly actually. I find it really Moorish, and it's just absolutely beautiful to me. I love this one. I think there might be some honeysuckle in here. It's overall just such a sweet, dessert-like, fun fragrance actually. It's not what I would consider to be sophisticated or anything like that, of course. It's not a very mature, grown-up scent at all. It's quite juvenile, I would say. It's quite carefree, youthful and bubbly to me. Really flirty, really fun. As long as you don't take this fragrance too seriously, I think you could really, really enjoy it, particularly if you're a fan of sweet fragrances. I just love that berry opening. Oh, it's just so good, you guys. I think the lasting power is actually quite good on this one as well. I tend to spray this one almost like a body spray, so I'll spray it everywhere, and it does tend to last really well on my clothes and in my hair and things like that. And it's just such a fun, flirty, feminine gourmand fragrance. So that is Gold Couture. I have a new addition to my perfume collection, and that is the beautiful MONTALE Intense CAFÉ. Now this came in this gorgeous little pouch bag, which I think is a great idea because actually it protects it from the sun and things like that. I mean, I think the bottle itself protects the liquid from the sun anyway, but it's just kind of a nice little touch, including that drawstring bag as well, I think. So this is the bottle here. I mentioned in a previous video how funny it is that the bottle is so small, and a few of you guys agreed with me in the comments who thought that this was quite a dinky looking bottle for a 50ml, but I think it's just the style of the bottle, the fact that it's all liquid and they don't have like a thick bottle, but I just think it's kind of funny how small it is. It's really quite cute in my opinion, but this is a fantastic gourmand fragrance, you guys. I think it's up there with just one of the most iconic, just beautiful, really good quality, great value for money, solid gourmand scents, and it's absolutely stunning, you guys. I mean, if you enjoy rose, if you enjoy quite syrupy scents, and if you enjoy coffee, then what are you waiting for, really? You need to try this, it's so good. I absolutely adore that fresh roasted coffee note that you get in here. I don't know if I actually want to spray this because of how strong it is. I'm not going to spray it just now actually because it's so strong and it's really warm in here and I think it would be a bit too much. But this is an absolutely fantastic fragrance. I've been wearing it a lot recently. It lasts all day, you guys. It really lasts all day. Sometimes I find it really hard to judge longevity because I'm quite, what's the word? I don't really pay attention enough to these things and I'm really forgetful. So quite often, you know, if you guys ask me in the comments what is the lasting power of a fragrance, I will really struggle to remember for you. But in this case, I couldn't forget really because it's just so powerful. It lasts all day and then some. It's really actually quite potent, I would say, but it's not overwhelming. It's quite a warm day today and it's really warm in here, so that's why I don't want to spray it because I think it would just be monstrous in this kind of environment, like the warm weather. But overall, it's just an absolutely fantastic fragrance. It lasts so well. It projects really nicely as well. Such a beautiful, addictive, Moorish, delicious gourmand scent, honestly. And it's so beautiful. I've actually just had to put my fan on there because it's so warm in here. Like, I've got the window open and everything, but I'm still too warm, so I've just put my fan on. I hope that the noise isn't too distracting. I might turn it off in a minute just once I've cooled down, but it is very warm in here. So that's why I don't want to spray this, because I know just because of how powerful it is in this kind of weather, it would just be like extremely loud and very strong and things like that. But yeah, this is a fantastic gourmand scent. I love it because I love coffee and I love rose and things like that, and it's absolutely stunning, you guys. So that is MONTALE Intense Café. Oh, that breeze is really nice. Next up today is an absolutely stunning fragrance, you guys. Oh, my hair is going everywhere now, isn't it? Because of the fan. So the next beautiful fragrance I'm going to be telling you about today is this beauty here, SAAB Girl of Now. Now, at one point, you might remember if you watch my channel, at one point I think I was almost going to declutter this, but I'm so glad I didn't, you guys. I'm so glad I kept this in my collection because it is just really unique actually. It's really special and I didn't appreciate it fully at the time, but now I do. And I would never get rid of it now, actually. I love this fragrance. I think part of the appeal to me, well, the fragrance itself is stunning, but part of the appeal to, you know, the creative side of me is this bottle. I mean, how gorgeous is that bottle, you guys? This is a work of art in itself. It looks very Art Deco to me, Great Gatsby-like, absolutely stunning. Anyway, the scent itself is beautiful. This is possibly the best nutty gourmand scent I've ever tried in my life. So this has a mix of pistachio and almond in here. It's quite syrupy, it's very, very sweet. There's orange blossom in here, there's cashmere in the base notes. It's almost velvety in nature. It's very engulfing, very enveloping, really addictive, so beautiful. I absolutely love this one, you guys. And I would say, to be honest with you, this would be a perfect fragrance for the autumn and winter, maybe the spring as well. But now that we're into summer, this is not really the type of fragrance I would want to reach for too often just because of how warm it is. And this is quite a strong scent and quite a rich scent. So I would say, you know, as far as the seasons go with Girl of Now, this is more of your autumn and winter type of fragrance for sure. But honestly, if you like your nutty notes, if you like syrupy scents and you want to smell like a luxurious, nutty, syrupy dessert, then you have to give this one a try, you guys. It is so beautiful. You do have to like your really sweet scents though, I will say that. If you're not a fan of really obviously sweet perfumes, then you might find this one too sweet. I can see how this would be too sweet for some people. But for me personally, I love my sweet scents, and this one, it just smells so luxurious. I don't know what it is about it. It might be the nutty notes mixing with that like orange blossom and the syrupy nature of it. I don't know what it is, but it's so luxurious to me and just completely indulgent, you guys. It's so addictive again, so beautiful, and I absolutely love it. So that is SAAB Girl of Now. It is this beauty here, Hugo Boss, the scent for her private accord. Now, this is a kind of love and hate fragrance for me. I have a love-hate relationship with this perfume is what I mean. So It's a nice scent, it smells beautiful, it's like a powdered cocoa, orange peel, kind of gorgeous addictive fragrance with a tiny touch of coffee in there, so it smells divine, but the lasting power is not really there, the projection isn't really there either. So on the whole, I don't know if I'd recommend this to you because a lot of you guys value lasting power, projection and things like that, and strength of scent as well. That's quite important to you, well, a lot of you anyway. So I don't know if I'd recommend this, but having said that, for the weather that we're having right now, this really warm weather, well, it's very warm to me anyway, 18 degrees, I can't remember what the temperature was today, it was between 15 and 8, it was around 15 degrees, and that's quite warm for me. So when the weather's a bit warmer, I would say that this is actually the perfect gourmand scent, because a lot of the ones I've mentioned, for example, ELIE SAAB Girl of Now, that would be too strong for me in weather like this. But this fragrance here wouldn't actually be too strong. This one is a bit lighter, it's not as intense, it's not as powerful. So actually, as far as gourmands go, this is what I would recommend for the perfect summer gourmand fragrance. This is honestly so good, you guys. This smells so amazing. I mean, if you're willing to sacrifice lasting power and things like that, if you don't really mind so much about that, then I would definitely give this a try because it smells heavenly. But like I say, the only slight downside, well, the only downside to this is the lasting power. It's not really there, projection, not really there either, but again, perfect for the high heat, a really nice gourmand fragrance for the summertime. So that's Hugo Boss, the scent for her, Private Accord. It's another gourmand scent that I would actually recommend for the summertime as well, you guys, and that perfume is Britney Spears' Private Show. This is so good, you guys. Initially, where should I start? So initially, I will admit, there is a slight kind of alcohol-like smell that you get when you first spray it. Bearing in mind this is a very affordable fragrance. I think I purchased this for around £12 for 50ml. It's extremely affordable, you guys. So initially you do get that slightly cheap smell. However, once it dries down onto the skin, it is so good. So this fragrance to me smells like a really milky sweet latte with some flowers on the side. Really beautiful, very, very lactonic. This fragrance is more lactonic than FLOWERBOMB. So FLOWERBOMB is slightly more emphasis on the tea notes and the florals, whereas Private Show I would say is more emphasis on a creamy latte kind of smell, and vanilla as well. So you don't really have vanilla in here, it's more of like a matcha tea, creamy sweet matcha tea sort of smell that I get, but in this one it's like a creamy vanilla milky latte type of smell. It's just absolutely wonderful, you guys. I love wearing this to bed. Actually, when I come to think of it, every single time I've worn this fragrance, it's been either around the house, like during the day, if I was having a really sort of chilled pajama day or something like that, or I would wear this perfume when I actually go to bed to sleep. And then something I've noticed about this is actually when I wake up the next morning, I'll be sort of thinking, what is that really nice sweet smell? Because my memory is so bad, I'll forget, of course, that I wore perfume the night before, and I'll be thinking, what is that beautiful smell? And then I'll remember that it was this. So it has really good lasting power, you guys. It lasts really well on clothes. I can't remember exactly how well it lasts on skin alone, but if you spray it sort of like a body spray, it will last you very, very well. I would say maybe even a whole day, considering the fact that I can smell it the next morning. So I would say it probably would last a whole day, actually. It's really beautiful. If you enjoy your creamy, milky, sweet, comforting fragrances that feel like a warm hug, then you definitely have to give this one a try. Again, I would say you do have to enjoy really sweet perfumes. If you don't like perfumes that are too sweet, then I would avoid this because it is very sweet. But if that's your thing and you love creamy, milky fragrances, then you have to give this one a try, you guys. It's so good, so addictive, Moorish, and extremely affordable. So that is Britney Spears' Private Show. Next up today, I have an absolutely stunning gourmand fragrance to show you, and that is this beauty here, Dark Chocolate, Rum and Vanilla from the house of Jua. Now this perfume is actually a dupe for Gourmand Coquine from Guerlain, which is a very well loved fragrance. It might be discontinued now, I can't remember. But this perfume is absolutely stunning, you guys. I've not smelled the original Gourmand Coquine, so I can't say how similar they are, but this as a fragrance in its own right is absolutely divine. This is a really rich, indulgent, boozy, you get that rum note in there, you get the chocolate, but it's a very refined chocolate note because it's actually a dark chocolate rather than an overly sweet milk chocolate, if you know what I mean. Very refined chocolate note in there. The vanilla in here is absolutely divine, mixing with that boozy note from the rum. And overall, you guys, this fragrance is just absolutely to die for. I love this perfume. Particularly during the dry down, it melds with your skin to create this oozing, beautiful, addictive scent, and it's absolutely beautiful. I think if you enjoy perfumes like Kilian Angel's Share, if you enjoy any boozy, sweet kind of fragrances, I would say you're gonna love this, to be quite honest. Dua's fragrances are quite good value as well because you get a 30ml extrait de parfum, which is actually a very strong concentrated perfume. So, you know, it's quite good from that point of view. You don't need to spray very much to get the full effect of the scent because of course it's very concentrated, and honestly you guys, it's amazing. This perfume was very kindly gifted to me by Dua and I absolutely love it, you guys. It's such a solid, really fantastic gourmand fragrance. If you love your gourmands, you love your vanilla, your chocolate, your rum notes, you just have to try it because of course this has all three packed in here and it's absolutely stunning. So that is dark chocolate, rum and vanilla from the House of Dua. Another amazing creation from the House of Dua fragrances, which was very kindly gifted to me from Dua, is this beauty here, Caramel Delight. Now, I love this one as well, you guys. If I had to pick which one I preferred out of this one and the previous one, I'm not sure which one I would say. I would say maybe dark chocolate, rum and vanilla. I would say I maybe prefer that one slightly, but they are both absolutely stunning fragrances. So this perfume is actually a dupe for Xerjoff's Lyra, so if you love Lyra or if you've always wanted to try it, like I did, definitely give this one a try. It's stunning, you guys. It has that sort of zesty orange note in there, really beautifully complementing the rich caramel notes that are going on in here. It smells quite luxurious. Perfect for like a date night or an intimate sort of occasion. I really think this is one of those perfumes which will just make someone want to come closer to you, if you know what I mean. Really addictive, really beautiful, very rich, indulgent gourmand scent. So that is the beautiful Caramel Delight from the House of Dua. Next up today we have this beauty here. This is Kenzo Flower Elixir, or Elixir, I don't think I said that right. But this is the Elixir version of the Kenzo Flower and I absolutely love this one, you guys. It's so beautiful, it's very powdery, very addictive, has that cocoa powder note in there. There's raspberry in here giving it a really interesting fruity twist, but it blends very seamlessly in with the other notes in here, so you don't really directly smell raspberry per se. It just gives it kind of an edge, if you know what I mean. So Moorish, so beautiful. You get your vanilla, your tonka bean, it's very powdery. This one smells very refined and sophisticated and alluring to me. I absolutely love it. I would say the lasting power on this isn't fantastic. It's not the best in the world, so maybe just overspray this when you wear it. I spray quite a lot of this when I wear it and I absolutely adore it. It's maybe even slightly mature, just because it's quite sophisticated. This is not a juvenile gourmand scent. This does not smell like sweeties or anything like that, or a chocolate bar. This is more refined than that, so this is very well blended. There's something more mature in here, like I keep saying. It's just sort of leveled up, actually. Absolutely perfect for any evening occasions. Maybe you're going to a bar, maybe you have a date, things like that. This is fantastic from that point of view. I think if you love powdery scents and you love cocoa and you love sweet perfumes, then I would definitely give this one a try. I don't think you'd be disappointed. I love this one and I would highly recommend it. So that is Kenzo Flower Elixir. Up today we have a really fun fragrance in my collection, and that is Ariana Grande Cloud. Now this is a really carefree, sweet, lactonic, really fun gourmand scent, you guys. There's something very playful about the way that this smells. It doesn't take itself too seriously. It's very light and airy. It's got quite interesting notes in here as well though. Like your lavender, you've got your bergamot in the opening. You have your coconut cream notes in here. You have your vanilla in here also, and altogether this just creates a really Moorish, addictive, fun and light-hearted gourmand scent. If you enjoy the kind of smell of like a light, airy spun sugar type of fragrance, then I would really recommend this one. It definitely, the smell is quite evocative of the name Cloud, because the smell itself has a cloud, very light and airy, almost cotton candy-like texture to it. So I think the name is really perfect for this particular fragrance. It's just so nice, you guys. Quite interesting as well. It almost smells a bit plasticky, but I quite like that about it. And this is perfect for bedtime, of course. Perfect for those days when you just want me time. You just want some downtime to relax, watch Netflix or watch YouTube, not do anything in particular, just have tea and sit and relax, you know, those kind of days when you just need to recharge your batteries, you know. This is the perfect fragrance for those kind of days. And I absolutely love it, you guys. It's so good. I've actually worn quite a lot of it. It doesn't look like it that much, but considering it takes me ages to get through my perfumes, bear that in mind. So considering that, I would say I've actually used quite a lot of this, and I've had it for maybe over a year now, but I absolutely love this one. That is the beautiful Ariana Grande Cloud. Next up today we have a beautiful gourmand scent, and that is VIKTOR and ROLF Bonbon. So I really enjoy this one. It's not a perfume I would repurchase, you guys. I would not repurchase it, but what I would do is if I ever use this one up, I would probably purchase the Intense version or the Couture version. But having said that, I do still really enjoy wearing this one. I think it's fantastic for the spring or even a summer day, as long as the weather's not too hot. This is a really beautiful peachy caramel scent. There's some woody notes in the base, add a little bit of interest to it and to stop it from being too overly juvenile. I would say, like, the scent itself, you know, the packaging and the way that the fragrance smells, it is quite youthful, but it's not, it doesn't smell cheap, it doesn't smell too juvenile, if you know what I mean, because it is actually quite a really well put together scent profile. It's really, really nice. I do really enjoy this one. The lasting power is very good, actually. I really like this one. It's so sweet as well, like when you have that sweet craving and you just need a really sweet, beautiful fragrance to wear. This is a great one. It definitely hits the spot when it comes to really wanting a sweet fragrance to wear, and it's really beautiful. I really enjoy this one. If you enjoy peach, if you enjoy caramel, then I don't think you could go far wrong with this perfume. So that's VIKTOR and ROLF Bonbon. Next up today we have an absolute classic in my collection, you guys. This is one of my originals that I've had in my collection for a very long time now, and it's a solid favourite of mine. And that perfume is La Nuit TRÉSOR à la Folie from LANCOME. Now, some of you guys may know, if you watch my channel, how much I love this fragrance. This fragrance is not only extremely unique, but it is a beautiful, addictive, gourmand fragrance. So to me, this smells almost like your mulled wine. You have your Christmas baking, your rich, addictive vanilla notes in here, really beautiful. You've got some red berries. I would say the berries are quite prominent in here, but they're slightly spiced as well, so they're quite rich, very enveloping. Like mulled wine, basically. It has that warming, kind of addictive, delicious quality that mulled wine would have. Absolutely stunning gourmand fragrance, you guys. To me, this just smells like a Christmas market. All of the beautiful Christmas market stalls that you would have selling mulled wine, Christmas baking, cakes, biscuits, all sorts of goodies. It's all coming together in this beautiful fragrance right here. This fragrance is just absolutely delicious, you guys. I love it so much. I've worn a lot of it, actually, as you might be able to see, and that's quite unusual for me. It usually takes me ages to get through perfume, and I've worn a lot of it. Every time I wear it, I can always smell it on myself. It's just beautiful, you guys. It's one of the best gourmand scents that I have in my collection, hands down. Please let me know what you think of this one if you own it. I personally adore it. So that is La Nuit TRÉSOR à la Folie. And last up today, but by no means least, we have the gorgeous Juliette Has a Gun Now this is a really fantastic fragrance, you guys. This is a sandalwood heavy, caramel, raspberry, delicious fragrance. This almost reminds me a little bit of root beer. It has that almost slightly fizzy quality to it that you would get from root beer. It almost has a texture when you smell it. It's so unusual the way that the notes are blended in here. It's so interesting to me. I would say the thing giving it that root beer aspect, it's perhaps the sandalwood, like the dry, smooth, creamy sandalwood notes blending with that caramel note. This fragrance is just absolutely fantastic, you guys. I mean, oh my goodness. I absolutely love it, and I would say out of all of them, this is perhaps one of the more refined Gourmand scents that I have in my collection. This one smells quite grown up, it doesn't smell juvenile. I would say, you know, your Juliet Has a Gun and your Elixir, these are quite sophisticated Gourmand scents. So if you want something that's quite edible, it's quite addictive, yummy, you know, sweet Gourmand scent, but you want it to be quite refined, quite mature, and things like that, then I would definitely give one of these two a go, because out of all of the ones we've discussed today, these two, and actually Girl of Now as well, these are quite refined Gourmand fragrances. They are absolutely stunning perfumes, and I think they smell absolutely beautiful, you guys. I love all of these. But for sure, your Juliet Has a Gun, it's a really unusual, beautiful, addictive Gourmand scent, and I absolutely love it. I would say also, if you would like to smell quite unique, then I would give this fragrance a go. Chances are you're not going to smell like everyone else around you. I would say this is a really unique fragrance to me personally, and just utterly divine. So that is Juliet Has a Gun. So there we have it, you guys. Those are my stunning Gourmand fragrances which I have in my collection. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave me a comment in the comments section down below. I always love reading through your comments. It always means so much to me. Thank you so very much for watching. Take care, and I will see you on the next video. Bye!